Hi, and welcome back to WELD Now. I'm Michael. Today we're continuing with our barbecue pit build series, and we'll be looking at attaching the legs to the front and back of the tank, as well as determining where the front will go for the actual lid when we get to that. There is still some paint and the lower ring left on the bottom of the tank. I decided I'd go ahead and get to that once the tank was standing up. Let's get started. Because of the design of this tank, I've decided that these loops will go in the front and rear of the pit. This way utensils or a grill brush could be hung there, and it's a lot easier than running around the house trying to find them when you want to grill. This will be the front of the pit where the lid would actually flip up. And I used some magnets on the bottom to keep the tank from rolling. This way I can keep the 0 degrees. It was 0.00 degrees. And now we gotta find the exact tip top. So what I've gone ahead and done with the angle finder is found the top of the tank on both ends, went ahead and connected the lines there. I've also gone ahead and found the outermost portions of the belly and measuring them from the floor, assuming the floor is level. They're about a 1/16 of an inch off, maybe an eighth. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is go around and kind of average them out, make sure they're all exactly the same height. This way, when we do put the legs on, they'll be nice and level. By using the angle finder to find the outermost portions of the belly, where it is 0 degrees, and measuring from the floor, it kind of gives me two different ways of checking. And like I said, they were off slightly. I went ahead and kind of matched them all up. Well, we got creative with magnets. I don't have enough hands. Right now, these two legs are actually the front legs. The rear legs will be back here eventually. And they're being held in place with 8 magnets, 4 on each side right now, and a little bit of counterweight to keep them from falling. They are all level at 0 degrees left and right, as well as front to back. And I went ahead and marked the curvature of the tank along the bottom, or I guess what would be the top of the leg eventually. But down here towards the bottom, they've been marked, and I'm going to get the angle grinder out to go ahead and cut that curve. That way the legs will follow the curve of the tank. It'll be a nice fitment and a much better weld. Here we go. to go ahead and get the 1.5 inch width of the angle iron, I just used 2 spacers, a 1, 2, 3, and so I used the 1 inch and added an extra half, kind of traced around the curvature of the tank, giving me these drawings so I can cut them out. The first leg is tacked into place and steady at 0 degrees. Rinse and repeat for the other 3. I'll go ahead and get them all tacked on before I weld them down solid. Little anti-spatter to help with the flux core welding. Second leg almost done. the legs are all attached to the pit, and I'm sharing what I thought was the best looking weld of the 4. Well, we got all 4 legs on, just like we wanted to accomplish. And next time we'll probably look at flipping this onto its belly, or I guess onto its feet now, and probably cutting the door out, adding some hinges if we can make it that far. And thanks for watching.